Ok, test.
Grit.
So, bonjour et merci beaucoup pour votre présence. But I will continue in English. So this was a maybe a wrong introduction. Well, I'm introduced as an artist, that's true. And I would say I'm more a concept artist doing a sensory work, conceptual work. And well, my basic issues are perception and cognition and communication. That's why I'm here. But the most obvious reason why I am here is that I created a micro sculpture, which you can see on this picture. And well, yeah, the German title, I'm coming from Germany, from Dresden. And I did it together with the Max Planck Institute in Dresden for cell biology and genetics, because I had a residency there. And the sculpture is called Pantoufles für Pantoffeltierchen, which means in English, kind of translation, slipper for slipper animalcules. And yeah, Niki translated it into French with the title Pantoufles pour animaux, pantouflards, as you can see. I have to say that in Germany there's a small one-cell organism called Pantoffeltierchen, which is Paramecium in English. And in German it's really called with this title, like referring to a slipper. So yeah, that's the introduction of this. First of all, maybe my speech is a bit different to the others because I will present you more, well, I will give no declarations. I will hopefully open up more questions. I will give you no treatise, but a snapshot of thoughts that I have on this issue. And it will be rather a journey than a survey. Well. This is an image how the microsculpture was presented. It is in the entrance of the Max Planck Institute in Dresden. And it was presented on a white socket, yeah, with a light with a spot on this microsculpture, and above was a scanning electron microscope, well, a digital print of a scanning electron microscope image. And that's when you go closer to this object. It was installed, or it is glued on a microscope slide, and it's really on the edge of the resolution of the human eye. So if you have good eyes, you could see that there is something. You cannot see what it is, but you can see that there is something, because it's nearly 100 micrometers in size. Yeah. This is a simulation of the layers, or a simulation of the data which I had used to create this microsculpture. And I'm showing you this image because I wanted to stress that it's really a sculpture. It's not a relief. It's really a sculpture basically made like you would also do clay sculptures, like vessels or the like. So I put a basic layer on this microscope slide with a laser, of course, not with clay too. I mean, but I guess you get it. When you think about it. And I put layer after layer on it, and then wash out which does not belong to the sculpture. And that's kind of a very basic, very traditional way of making sculptures. And also I would like to say that it's not only a sculpture, but I see this architecture, but I will come to this point later on. That's maybe to imagine it a bit better. It's the different layers I used to create the sculpture. So it has about 60 layers. That's the light microscope image, which is, of course, looks very different than scanning electron microscope image. And also, therefore, it's a sculpture. You can have different images from the same sculpture, but you cannot see the sculpture itself. So that's makes the difference between painting and sculpture, that you have not only one view, but you have different views. So for me, it makes a difference. So now I'm going to a bit more local. I'm saying that we have an interest in making things small. And I would like to start in my home area. That's the Ore Mountains, a border mountain between Germany and Czech Republic. And it was unsettled until the Middle Ages, until they found silver ore there and then start mining in this area. And so also Dresden, where I come from, became very rich because of this silver was found there. And of course there were a lot of miners, and mining was the main issue in these mountains. But these miners were doing wood carving in their leisure time as a hobby. And when sometimes the silver were running out, and then people took this hobby as their main profession. And you can see there's one of these guys, and you can really tell that he has no academic background, but was interested in making these sculptures. That's, I don't know, maybe for remembering, or maybe, I don't know if you know these figures. In Germany, they're very traditional, and in Saxony, of course, everyone knows it, so. I'm saying that, or I would like to say that making things small refers to the word model. And this is what I would suggest as a model. It's called a Backmine, Buckelbergwerk in German, but it will say not much to you. And it's a model of this mining. And handicapped miners, mostly handicapped by the mine, were wearing these model mines and were showing them on the market to get some money. And it's really a totally functional model, so you can circle this thing and then it will move and you will have an impression about this mining. And of course it's so small that you can carry it. Now it gets more confused maybe a bit. This is a figure of a wearing such a model again. Yeah, it's subtitled, it's a crash in a coconut from the 1950s. And it's all this folk art. That's what I would like to say. That it's not, these are not people with an academic background. These are people that doing it completely, for pleasure or for interest or whatever. That's handicraft. You can buy it also on the internet. That's also a model of a model, and it's maybe, as you can see it, on built into a walnut. And I found a definition in a dictionary of philosophical words about models, and I would like to quote it a bit. Models are used to receive knowledge about the qualities of originals in a practical way, aesthetic attributes of a building, for instance. And in science, it's used to illustrate